Hey Kim, welcome to the Tiny Urban Garden. This is March 28th, Saturday. I think I did a video last Saturday. It's colder this Saturday, but you can see the garden outside. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing inside since I didn't do that last week. I've been growing a lot of things indoors for early planting, as well as having some stuff ready for when the garden fully goes in May. I started doing some seed snailing, as you can see here. These are little seed snails. And this is my first attempt. So some stuff was going well, some stuff wasn't. So here, in these big leafy greens here, those are cabbages. Okay, and I rewrapped because, well, with seed snail, everybody's talking about, oh, save your leftover plastic bubble wrap, like from things you get shipped. And I don't have that, and I'm not going to buy plastic to grow food in. And I'm just not going to grow food in soft plastic like that if I can help it, especially something where you're trying to get long roots. I don't need the fine roots going into the plastic. I just find that all very just not appealing. So I got parchment paper, and then that started dissolving, so I had to wrap more parchment paper around it. So anyway, these are the cabbages that hopefully I'm putting out tomorrow or sometime early this week. I have some dill here. Growing dill and parsley is important to me because it helps with the swallowtail butterflies. I do have golden Alexander, which is one of their host plants, native host plants, but I just don't feel like they use it as much as they could. They're always going on the dill and the parsley. So here's parsley, and I've got some parsley here. And what's funny about the parsley is these were two of my first seed snails, and they were taller. And so I was picking them up. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to redo them because parsley takes a while to germinate, and nothing was happening, and I was starting to get like fungus. So I had this tin here, and as I was taking them up, they fell apart like in half. And so I took the top half and threw the soil in here that I was going to get to later. And, then I redid, I rewrapped and did these. So these have just, I soaked these parsley seeds. So they did end up sprouting faster. But before they sprouted, I was like, what's going on in this tin? Before I could get to this tin and get the soil and use it for something else, the parsley started growing in it. The original parsley I planted, so I just left it. So silly. These are marigolds I'm growing to intersperse in between the plants, especially the tomatoes, because they attract aphids. They deter aphids. Their smell deters aphids, just like scallions and chives, which is what I'm growing here, scallions. I just planted some chive seeds in here, so nothing's happened yet. But I'm going to spread those around, interspersed, oh my gosh, companion plant them with the food. Here's parsley that is from last year that I kept in these little containers and managed to keep alive. And then I had what is this stuff, moss, growing, and I wanted to keep it alive because I'm going to transplant it into my front yard when I redo the front yard. And I think I don't know if this is a scallion. I think it's a scallion or a chive that just started growing in here randomly before I planted any seeds, spring seeds. So I'll just put that in there wherever. Now over here, these are my onions, my walla onions. I obviously have way more than I need, which is why you'll be getting some. Haley will be getting some, and my brother will be getting some. And well, you can see I still have I have so many seeds and so many things that I need to do. I am gonna soak these peas that are from. These are from, I think I bought those last year. And these are my peas from, 2023. I'm going to soak these and microgreen them. Oh, that's what I didn't show you. speaking of, this was arugula seeds that I saved from last year. And look, my second set of microgreens. And it was arugula the first time too that did well. I had planted lettuce seeds from a couple of years ago, and they weren't really thick enough and didn't sprout all together, so they weren't making good microgreens, but I let them grow and I used them as baby greens to make it was a really tiny salad. And I think I'm going to plant another one of the containers like that, but use the whole container, not half a container, and grow lettuce seeds, and just try to grow some baby lettuce indoors. And you can see this is my raised bed where I planted carrot seeds and Aunt May Bib lettuce seeds just a couple days ago. And you can see where I've got straw in a couple beds in a pot. That is where the onions and peas and scallions and lettuce, well, lettuce will be direct sown, but some of the other stuff, you know, is the stuff I'm growing here. Beep, beep, boop. Oh, and there's our little ficus, our little bonsai ficus. All right, that's what's happening indoors and may soon be happening outdoors. Cheers.